So this video is different. It's not about programming, it's not about Lambda School, it's not about any of that stuff. It's just kind of about something I'm experiencing that I figured I would share, going from not having money to having money, and kind of what that's been like, and I feel guilty for spending it. I don't come from money. Everything I had was usually handed down or from the dollar store. Nice things or new things wasn't really a concept in my house. It just wasn't something that, we wouldn't go get the top of the line of anything. I wasn't poor, right? Don't get me wrong, I wasn't poor, but I definitely wasn't rich. I wasn't like upper middle class. I didn't get a car when I turned 16, all the things that you see all the other kids in school getting. Like I didn't get any of that. A lot of people define their kind of status by, it would be like upper middle class, lower class, whatever. And I don't think my family necessarily fit into any of that. And I would just say that we were the budget class. Whenever I had asked if I could buy something, if I didn't have the money for it, they would be like, is there a generic version of that? Is there a great value version of that? If you don't know what the great value is, it's a Walmart version of whatever you're trying to buy here in the United States. And I was like, no, this is a PlayStation 3 video game. Can I buy it? There's no generic version of video. And then they would just cut me off and be like, yeah, no, sorry, you can't get it then. If you've seen some of my other videos about where I talk about how I was almost homeless and how every job except the last job I had ran out of money or let me go. Having $300 in my bank account where I was going to have to go live under a bridge. I'm very cautious with my money, and I think just growing up being frugal too. I've never really been a materialistic person, and I find that less is more. It's kind of like addition by subtraction to me. I don't want my life to be cluttered by things. If it had to be cluttered by something, I would want it to be cluttered by experiences, not physical items, not nice things. So basically, since starting this business and doing this whole YouTube thing, I've been lucky enough to kind of make it work and be seemingly financially successful, enough to where I can pay my bills and save some money. But I never try to take advantage of that, and never assume that this growth or the money that I get will ever continue to come in at the rate that it's going now. So I always prepare that it will end someday, and I guess I'm just cautious, right? The tides are gonna turn whether you are ready for it or not. You always got to be prepared. At least that's my mindset now after having this happen to me a few times, actually 4 times already. So, keep your head down when times are good and your head up when times are tough. And that's what I try to do kind of in all aspects of life. Anyway, I have been lucky enough to have some financial success, flexibility to have a choice in the kind of equipment and gear that I want to buy. I've been really conflicted about it because I feel guilty about spending the money just, because I never had any. And I started asking myself some questions. Like, if you save the money, you should hoard it. Just save it all for yourself for that rainy day fund. Save it for that what if moment. Save it so that you can reduce the time it takes for you to be able to buy that asset, that real estate, or have enough money to put into a mutual fund to generate some money back to you. Save it for that type of stuff. And then, on the other hand, you can spend the money and buy the things, and then you're questioning, do I really need this? Am I going to use this more than once? I know we all have that friend that goes out and buys something, and then they use it one time, go to a party, buy the shoes, go to the party one time, and then put it in the closet and they collect dust. We buy a bunch of Udemy courses, and they're still at 1% complete. We think because we spend the money that we have to use it, and I've fallen into this trap, and then we buy it and we burn the boat, and then we don't use it, and we're like, why are we self-sabotaging ourselves? But the thing is, there's still no return on investment when you spend money. I don't know when this camera or this lighting or this microphone or whatever it is that I get, I don't know when that's going to pay itself off in the future. And that's really scary because I'd much rather have that what if money inside. But at the same time, I really want to do this. This is my career. I would say this is my calling. I love doing this. And if I'm going to do this, then I need to put that money back in and create just more value. And I've gotten a few comments on this that said, your videos are good enough. Your videos are adequate. And I don't think that you should spend it, and you should just save it for that rainy day. That's like the worst thing that I'd ever want to hear. I don't ever want to hear your videos are good enough. I want to be great. I want to be like, wow, that was awesome. What I've noticed is also, you guys probably don't notice as viewers, but I would say it's like a 100 to 1% ratio. So for every $100 of improvement that I quote buy, the viewers only notice maybe 1%. It's kind of difficult to come to terms with. You're like, I put a lot of editing to put these little graphics here and here. That took me 4 hours. No one noticed it. I'm not putting everything on the line. I still have some savings, and that is mind-blowing to me to be in this spot, and it just feels wrong. Number one, it feels wrong because I've never been in this position to be able to spend this much money without it drastically affecting my living circumstances. And number two, I was doubting myself. Like, I'm constantly asking myself, do you need this? Are you going to use it? Why don't you just get better with what you have? And then number three, I don't really want more stuff in my life that I may or may not use. I don't want clutter. Just the little things in life that make me happy. So I think we can all guess what happened. I ended up spending the money because, as I mentioned before, I really want to take this thing to the next level. This cliche, YouTube's not a real job thing that I do. I want to take it up a notch. I want to be, I want to be the best at what I do. I want to improve every day. I never thought I would reach this point and have the opportunity, and I didn't think that it would affect me this much to be able to just click buy now. It's been really strange how much going from nothing to something has kind of been like, is this real life? Here, look. How you doing, big man? You doing all right? I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm glad that you're in my life, buddy. So, what you can see behind me here is about $10,000 worth of YouTube equipment. And I'm not saying that to gloat or brag or flex or any of that, because it's an insane amount of money to me, to I would say 99% of the population. It's just an insane amount of money. It's a car payment. It's a student loan. It's a 6-month emergency fund. It's credit card debt. It's an unlimited number of things that you could use that money towards. And it blows my mind that I can have this and still have a roof over my head. It's just like, it just goes so quick. You save and save and save, and boy, does money just go quick. Like, you're probably wondering as a viewer, what is in these boxes that is worth $10,000? I ask myself that same question. Basically, your first reaction is like, I'm going to make an unboxing video of all this cool tech that I just bought, and I'm going to show everyone how much money I have and how it doesn't affect me, and look what I can buy. And it just felt pretentious to do that. Like, if you guys want to know the gear that I have here that I bought and upgraded, that's fine. You can leave a comment. Maybe I'll make a video doing like a whole everything I use video. Maybe, but it just feels crazy to me. Basically, what I want to say is that I'm thankful, and I just wanted to say thanks to you guys, because I've never really been in this position to be able to have that kind of money and spend it and still be able to pay my power bill and have a roof. I hope that the stuff that I did buy really does increase the value that I give to you guys, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do it. And that's all I really wanted to say. I don't have anything to plug. I don't have anything to shill. I just want to say thanks. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.